Long before Earth even existed, billions of years ago, a powerful race known as the Guardians of the Universe harnessed the green energy of willpower to create a cosmic peacekeeping force, the Green Lantern Corps. Operating from their headquarters on the planet Oa, they divided the universe into 3,600 sectors, each guarded by a single lantern, chosen by a ring that seeks out beings capable of overcoming fear. In Sector 2814, a veteran lantern named Abin Sur once defeated a monstrous fear entity called Parallax, locking it away deep in the Lost Sector on the desolate world of Riot. But that prison wouldn't hold forever. In the present day, Parallax breaks free after feeding off the fear of Crash survivors who unknowingly stumbled into his ancient tomb. Their fear gives him strength he uses to devour their souls and grow even more powerful. 6 months later, Parallax has already destroyed 2 planets and slain 4 Green Lanterns. While trying to evacuate civilians from the threat, Abin Sur is ambushed and fatally wounded by a blast of yellow fear energy. He barely escapes, crash landing on Earth. With his final breaths, he commands his power ring to search for someone worthy to take his place. Enter Hal Jordan, a reckless but talented test pilot at Ferris Aircraft. He loses his job after defeating a highly advanced, AI-piloted fighter jet called the Sabre during a demonstration at the cost of a critical contract with the Air Force. Jordan pushed his jet beyond safe limits, breaching 50,000 feet. Though he managed to shoot down both UAVs mid-freefall, the stunt ended with his own plane crashing and stirred up painful memories of his father's death, another test pilot who died in a fiery explosion years earlier. Carol Ferris, co-owner of the company and Hal's ex-girlfriend, is unimpressed. She knows he froze up in the cockpit just like he did when his dad died. Hal's still close with his brothers Jack and Jim, and their families. Soon after, the ring finds him and pulls him to the crash site, where a dying Abin Sur tells him to take the lantern and recite the oath. Moments later, government jets arrive, and Hal is forced to flee the scene with the alien tech. That night, under the eerie green glow of the lantern, Hal is entranced. He speaks the ancient oath, unknowingly accepting his role as a Green Lantern. Soon after, Hal gets into a bar fight and instinctively unleashes a massive green fist of energy. Realizing the ring is real, he's pulled across the galaxy to planet Oa, where he begins his training with fellow Lanterns Tomari and Kilowog. But when he meets the elite Corps leader, Sinestro, things go south. Sinestro sees humanity as primitive and Hal as weak. Discouraged and doubting himself, Hal returns to Earth, but keeps the ring and lantern. Meanwhile, scientist Hector Hammond is summoned by his father, Senator Robert Hammond, to examine Abin Sur's alien corpse at a secret government facility. Under the eye of Amanda Waller, Hammond is infected by a trace of Parallax still inside the body. The mutation grants him telepathy and telekinesis, but also drives him slowly insane. When Hector learns that his government access came from his father's influence, not his own merit, he snaps. At a party, he uses his powers to sabotage a helicopter, attempting to kill the senator. Hal, now more confident with his powers, saves everyone, including Carol. That night, Hal visits Carol in costume. She instantly sees through the mask. They reconnect, but she's heartbroken when he admits he quit the Corps. Meanwhile, Hector lashes out again, this time lifting Amanda Waller into the air and nearly killing her. Hal intervenes, saving Waller just in time. But Hector turns on his father and burns him alive using telekinesis. During the chaos, Hal psychically connects with Hector and discovers that Parallax is headed straight for Earth. Back on Oa, the Guardians reveal the truth: Parallax was once one of them, corrupted by fear energy until he became its living embodiment. Sinestro, convinced that fear must be fought with fear, asks the Guardians to forge a yellow ring, even if it means sacrificing Earth to protect the rest of the universe. Hal pleads for their help. When they refuse, he asks only for their permission to defend his planet alone. The Guardians agree, and Hal returns to Earth. He arrives just in time to save Carol from being injected with Parallax's essence by Hector. In retaliation, Parallax consumes Hector's soul and descends upon Coast City, leaving destruction in his wake. Hal faces him head-on, luring the massive fear entity into space. Using Earth's sun and its powerful gravity, Hal tricks Parallax into being pulled into it, disintegrating the monster once and for all. Nearly unconscious, Hal is rescued by Sinestro, Kilowog, and Tomari. Back on Oa, the Corps honors Hal for his courage. Sinestro acknowledges that Hal has earned his place and now bears the weighty responsibility of guarding Sector 2814. Before leaving, Hal shares a final moment with Carol. They kiss, and he promises to return someday before flying off into the stars. But back on Oa, something ominous stirs. Sinestro quietly retrieves the yellow ring and slips it onto his finger. His uniform and his eyes turn yellow.